Bonsoir, j'espère que vous allez bien. On se retrouve pour Final Fantasy XVI et on va reprendre. C'était arrêté mercredi. Et du coup, mercredi, on est allé au château. Tu arrêtes de dire ce que je viens de dire, ce que j'étais en train de dire. On est allé au château de Rosalitz et on a battu plein de gens. On s'est battu contre Hugo Kupka. On lui a volé son pouvoir, on lui a coupé les mains. Mais il n'est pas mort. Il a été emporté par des soldats de Valud. Donc on s'arrêtait là. On est revenu ici. Il me semble qu'on a fait 2-3 quêtes après. Je sais plus ce qu'on a fait. Il me semble qu'on a fait des quêtes. Non, je sais plus, bref. Non, c'est pas ça que je voulais faire. On a... C'est pas ça que je voulais faire. Je pensais qu'on avait des quêtes à faire, mais non. Plus après avoir parlé à Otto, mais avant de parler à Otto, on a un contrat de chasse. On a un limon carnivore qui se trouve la falaise des Aubereaux. La falaise des Aubes... Mince, mauvais bouton. Un jour, je vais y arriver. C'est province impériale de machin. Non, c'est la carte. Et la falaise. Putain de moucheron encore. Putain, j'ai réussi à en choper un au vol comme ça. Malheureusement, il s'est échappé. Faut vraiment que je fasse un truc pour m'en débarrasser parce que. Je sais pas où est la falaise. C'est un truc qu'on peut pas aller. Je vais chercher. Ce serait bien que quand on clique dessus, ça nous dit où c'est en fait. Les plaines au sud. Excusez-moi. Je vais le faire souvent parce qu'il commence à me faire chier. Je sais pas d'où ils sortent. Ils m'embêteraient pas s'ils étaient pas partout et qu'ils me volaient pas devant le nez. Apparemment, ce serait vers là. Je l'avais pas sur la carte alors ça ou... Bref, on va aller là. C'est le truc que je trouve dommage, c'est qu'ils te disent où... Enfin, ce serait bien si on pouvait avoir la carte devant les yeux en fait. Ah, attendez. Ok, faut qu'on aille par là. Dans tous les cas. On pourrait peut-être faire ça. On va ici. Faudrait la musique comme dans le 2, le 9. Final Fantasy 2. J'ai jamais joué à ce jeu. Donc c'est quelque part par là.
Straight home now.
What? Ok, bah c'est là a priori. Oh, c'est ça. Prince Flanc.
Thought you'd take us unawares, did you? Yeah. Nice try. Over here.
Pourquoi j'ai pas... Je peux en avoir que 3 à la fois? Attendez, j'ai pas de gilet avec moi? Ouais, non, elle était malade. J'avais même pas vu que j'étais quasiment mort. C'est quoi ça? C'est quoi ces esquives de merde? What? À quel moment je suis mort? Bon, ceci dit, comment ça se fait que j'ai pas un titan? Comment je choisis en fait? Ah, j'en ai droit qu'à 3. Genre, si je change Rami, que je prends Titan. C'est moi, je prends le droit qu'à 3.
Ready, go?
Je pensais qu'on aurait au moins droit à 4. C'est ça qui me blesse tant. C'est juste que c'est un hasard. Merde. C'est moi il a dit fuck. Bouge. Faut que je fasse gaffe de pas mourir là parce que... Faudrait éviter d'utiliser mes potions. Ce serait dommage de mourir maintenant. Ouais, j'ai gagné un niveau. Si c'est pas beau. J'ai gagné du Vucus Misque. Du Vucus Misque, bien sûr. Ok. Donc ça c'est fait. Donc on va pouvoir... Je vais y arriver un jour avec ce bouton. On va pouvoir retourner là et... faire la suite. Et on va racheter les choses parce que sinon je vais oublier. On va aller voir au forgeron si on peut faire un truc avec le machin visqueux.
And what can I do for you? If you're gonna buy some, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that.
Clive. So, what'll it be?
Non, non, c'est ça. Ah, on n'a pas de scarlatium. Comment on a du scarlatium? Aucune idée.
And
It's all right. See, there's nothing.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back. I dread to think what happened to Elizabeth. The little ones have been up to their old tricks.
Du coup, on va... Merde, s'il n'y a rien d'autre... On va sauvegarder, hein. Puis on va aller parler à Otto.
Not all of the nobles made it out alive. Cook.
Pour l'instant, même les A, on a réussi à les faire.
Otter. Is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Oh, she's been better. Tyre's making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the Ghostbreakers and our other friends in the West, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
T'es qui?
Mid. When did you get back?
C'est qui,
Just
Mid?
now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Sure you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
C'est bien un jeu japonais quand même. Les mecs ils sont
I did,
à 2 mètres.
till a familiar
Oh,
trill pricked
comment
my
ça va?
ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
Excusez-moi.
The storeroom, was it?
Toujours ce putain de
Wonder what Mid's
moucheron de merde.
plotting.
J'en ai marre, j'en peux plus de les voir.
Visiting hours are over, your lordship. I'll be all right, Clive. I just need some rest.
Patient, Clive Rosefield, observation clinique, lacération sur le bras gauche, traitement pratiqué, suture et bandage. Note, malgré une demande de repos complet pour laisser les plaies se ressouder, le patient a fait fi de la vie médicale et s'est immédiatement dirigé vers la prochaine mission. Je ne sais même plus combien de fois il m'a fait le coup, j'ai arrêté de compter, ça m'énerve rien que d'y penser. La prochaine fois, je crois que je vais tenter de l'enchaîner à son lit.
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men, but he does lack a certain tenderness. Boots, meanwhile, is as burly as a behemoth, but as innocent as a babe in arms.
Ok.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now.
Ah mais c'est la fille de Sid.
I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
I heard Mid's building a workshop down in the stores, is she? I suppose space is the one thing we do have down there. If she wants to take it over, it's no skin off my nose.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
Ce truc-là
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
et ce truc-là, ça peut être intéressant.
You'll not find a better price than that. Come again.
Pour l'instant, on va les prendre. On va les mettre, on va les prendre. Merde, j'aurais dû lui parler.
You busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship?
Peut-être.
I'll see what I can do. Till I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Back, are ya? Summer storm, that one.
Je vois que la petite mine a fait casser la tête comme à son habitude. Elle réplique et passe ses commandes sans même dire bonjour. Trop omnibulée par ses créations pour s'inquiéter de ce qu'on pense. C'est tout si les chats font pas des chiens. Enfin, c'est toujours mieux que s'ennuyer comme un rat mort.
What do you want?
Fracassante, fulgurance, éclat de terre. Une épée recevant le pouvoir de la terre. Mais en fait, on utilise celle d'avant pour faire celle d'ensuite. Ok, c'est pour ça que je pouvais pas les faire.
It last you a good while. And
Il est où? Si je vais par là, je vais pas y arriver. Compare la caravane aussi de Mid. Dans ce qu'elle a à dire.
And what can I do for you?
Le repère s'anime lorsque Mid revient. Sa jeune fille est la bonne humeur incarnée.
Quite the
Elle est
opposite.
extravagante, elle aime plaisanter. Mid a le don pour entraîner les gens à suivre dans ses projets. Je n'ai aucun doute sur le fait qu'elle accomplira de grandes choses dans la
My
vie.
father
Le
liked
sang n'aura pas eu
daughter.
besoin de lier Sid et Mid pour que ces deux-là se ressemblent comme un père et une fille. Enfin, j'aurais dû m'en douter que c'était sa fille, parce que Sid et Mid... Bref, je sais pas quels sont ses projets pour l'avenir proche, mais j'ai hâte de savoir ce qu'elle nous réserve. Je sais pas comment ils vont appeler leurs...
You
Comment...
leave Mid's order with me. I'll send.
Je sais pas comment elle va appeler ses enfants. Il y a plein de lettres dans l'alphabet. Ou pas qu'elle appelle Bid. Le problème c'est qu'ils peuvent mettre que des consonnes, si elle met des voyelles.
Do with a good oil in this could... Should be enough to keep us going. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch 'em, will all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Excusez-moi. Je continue. Ah, on va pouvoir aller là-bas enfin. Merde. Plus simple, c'est peut-être d'aller là et de revenir. Excusez-moi, ça va continuer un bon moment. Je vais faire un truc avec du vinaigre, mais je sais plus de vinaigre, il faut que j'en achète. Je sais pas d'où ils sont arrivés, c'est relou. Après il fait chaud, la fenêtre est ouverte. Si quelqu'un a laissé un truc dehors, ça remonte. Mais c'est méga relou. Devoir passer devant toi. Vous savez qu'il y avait autant de ponts. Il n'y a même pas de monstres. Ils ont viré tous les monstres, ça sera plus simple d'y aller ou quoi? Il a réparé le pont.
Oh, I've ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here.
La pauvre chienne, elle se demande ce que je fais.
For you.
Oh, do you now?
C'est quoi la blague avec les moucherons qui disent que les gens les applaudissent? Ou les mouches?
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
C'est à moi.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Thank you kindly. And take care.
This shouldn't take long.
Je m'entraîne. Oh. Je sais pas si ça lui fait mal en même temps. J'ai pas fait gaffe. Ça fait que lui baisser sa barre.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
Je sais c'est quoi ce que je viens de voir.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Ok. Protéger de 10 attaques ennemies grâce au
People
blocage de
started
titan.
packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. As soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Ça sent le boss ici, non pas très loin, à un moment donné. Pas une zone circulaire comme ça sans rien.
I'm sorry I ain't been back to see you in so long, but I got some news for you. I'm to be wed.
Tu te maries avec qui? Je veux savoir.
been up to their old tricks again.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest, Sid?
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Putain, il manque 5 pour avoir le prochain truc.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Et maintenant, il y a des quêtes annexes. On va aller voir Jill d'abord.
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Don't keep Gav waiting. He seemed excited.
Ouais, vu qu'on est là, on va prendre ça.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die to recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply, so like what few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go. Oh, thank you. No one knows herb lore like Talia, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
What's everyone whispering about?
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of Cursebreakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A Cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
On a des fleurs à aller chercher, des gens à aller chercher. D'abord, on va aller parler
Jill looked white as a sheet when
à Gab.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Oh.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom
Depuis
Come,
longtemps parce qu'il est là
Jill
pour
would have
nous,
been
en fait.
for
hein.
it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest. And work in earnest we shall.
Thanks from before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mitch showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
On va aller faire les quêtes annexes. Alors on avait parlé à Viviane.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. Nice try. This one. Over here. All yours, Torgal. Get him. Go, Torgal. Too slow. Over here! Nice try. Kill! This one. It's over. Get him. Sicker. Get him. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Ok, et maintenant on va aller faire la deuxième, comme ça on n'a plus qu'à revenir. On va peut-être aller là, c'est plus simple.
Me back on my feet.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastman gets those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Ouais, je pensais qu'elle serait plus loin, elle est juste à côté en fait. Les gobelins ils sont pas très intelligents.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety. The life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Ok, donc maintenant on peut retourner au truc.
It's just one thing after another around here. The little have been up to their old tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Ça veut dire ça commence à couper. C'est parce que le mec a commencé à parler derrière.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Is everything we've received and everything promised? Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
J'aime bien la façon d'avoir récupéré ma récompense. Le monde de 5% le potentiel des combos. Okay.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again. I'm sorry I let my fear get the better of me. I'm ready to be stronger.
Non, il est pas là, il faisait.
Hide away. For all of us.
How goes the hunt for
Toujours du
Kupka?
sauvegarder.
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Ok, on va attendre là. On va pas bouger.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Ah, c'est son oncle.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favorite uncle is here!
On va avoir des nouvelles de la mer.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us. Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Grieger forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle a fait encore? Elle fait tout pour pousser son fils. Il a même pas de pouvoir.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
On va aller lui parler. Je sais pas, on va essayer de pas trop se lancer sur un truc long. On va voir, suivant ce qu'il nous dit une fois qu'on lui a parlé. De toute façon, on s'arrêtera, donc ça fera un live un peu court. J'essaie d'être raisonnable. Et puis en plus, j'ai plein de trucs à lui faire demain.
my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away.
Bah oui, c'est ce qu'on s'est dit.
Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
Salut Jonathan.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way.
As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Campbellward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
On va parler à Otto.
Ah, my favorite pupil.
Parler de Mid.
We met under
Si on se souvient comme si
curious
c'était hier, nous sommes rencontrés pour la première fois lorsque j'enseignais à l'université. J'avais oublié quelques ouvrages dans mon auditoire et j'étais surpris de trouver une étrange jeune fille cachée sous un des pupitres. Apparemment, elle avait besoin d'un endroit tranquille pour étudier et elle en profitait également pour également prendre refuge ses ennuis de la vie quotidienne. Bien entendu, j'ai essayé de m'en débarrasser dans un premier temps, mais j'avais beau la chasser, elle revenait tous les jours. J'ai fini par accepter qu'elle reste dans mon auditoire et c'est ainsi qu'elle est devenue une de mes élèves. J'ai bien vite regretté cette décision, elle ne se taisait jamais, n'hésitait pas à m'interrompre en pleine leçon. Enseigner aux côtés d'une gamine couverte d'huile de moteur qui te contredit constamment, ce n'est pas une mince affaire, mais elle, ça avait l'air de l'amuser. Dans tous les cas, je n'oublierai jamais que c'est Mythe qui a découvert les plans de mes confrères de me faire assassiner qui t'a ensuite convaincu de venir me sauver. C'est grâce à elle que j'ai pu prendre refuge dans le repère avec vous tous. La vie est vraiment étrange parfois, tu ne trouves pas?
Lord Byron Rothfield.
Le Sir Byron Rothfield, membre des 7 dynasties rosaliennes, maire de Port-Isle. Et surtout ton oncle. J'ai entendu dire qu'il était audacieux et qu'il ne craignait rien. S'il a osé s'introduire dans le quartier général du célèbre site de renégat, c'est que ces rumeurs étaient vraies. En plus d'être un homme d'action, il est aussi une figure publique. Son influence auprès des 7 dynasties pourrait très bien jouer en notre faveur. Quoi qu'il en soit, nous ferons bien de garder un œil sur les nobles et leurs mouvements. J'ai hâte de voir ce que notre coopération avec ton oncle pourrait nous apporter.
How may I help you today? Of course. Study it well, Clive.
Ce truc-là, j'ai du mal à saisir l'utilité. Vraiment. On va parler à Otto.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going
C'est ce qu'on va faire
to destroy
dimanche.
the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Mais on va pas y aller tout de suite. Ouais, bah donc on va s'arrêter là, parce que je pense que ça va nous amener après dans un truc un petit peu trop long. On va regarder les compétences. Qu'est-ce que je peux acheter? C'est dommage que les compétences se disent pas vraiment à quoi ça sert. Ah oui, non, je vais attendre. Ok, bah je vais pas acheter parce que j'attends. Moi, je ne dis pas vraiment ce que ça veut dire maîtriser. Tu dis juste maîtriser, mais... devient utilisable avec un autre primordial. What? C'est-à-dire? Ah. Bonus de maîtrise. Ah, ok. Amélioration, ça augmente. Ok. C'est marqué ce que ça fait. Genre si je fais ça, augmente le nombre d'éclairs. Ok, à chaque fois qu'on maîtrise, c'est pour l'utiliser avec autre chose. Ok. Ok, mais non, pour l'instant, du coup, on va attendre. Les améliorations quand à 3, bonus de maîtrise, on manque à 4. Donc on va attendre pour monter à 4. Mais donc on va sauvegarder. Et puis, non, on va aller voir le vieux d'abord. Peut-être des choses à lire.
goblins have been up to their old tricks again. Growing on.
Who's this blue blood?
Tome says he's looking for books about Torgal. I know.
My knowledge is yours.
Ça en plus sur Mid. Depuis l'enfance, Mid est une petite polissonne, mais une polissonne remarquablement intelligente. Son père n'a qu'à lui montrer le fonctionnement de telle ou telle machine pour que la petite en devienne obsédée. Elle allait jusqu'à inventer de nouveaux mécanismes par le seul pouvoir de son imagination. Sid se rendit bien vite compte du génie précoce de sa fille. À ses 11 ans, il décida de l'envoyer étudier à l'université de Convert. Elle intégra la faculté de mécanique et puis affrontir ses connaissances. Nous autres avons grandement poussé ce que Mid a étudié à Convert. Je ne t'apprends rien en disant que le nombre de ces inventions font partie intégrante de notre quotidien. De fait, la vie ici ne serait pas la même dans ces diverses trouvailles. Sais-tu que les parents de Teto et Kuro étaient tous deux pourvoyeurs? Leur ancien maître était semble-t-il un homme très cruel. Arrivé au même moment à notre ancien repère, ils apprirent tous deux à éprouver de réelles émotions. Leur histoire commune et la compréhension réciproque qui se témoignèrent aidèrent également à faire éclore un sentiment qui leur était inconnu, l'amour. Et ce qui devait arriver arriva avec une pointe d'imprévu toutefois. En effet, ils eurent non pas un mais deux enfants qu'ils appelèrent Teto et Kuro. La famille vécut 5 années de bonheur jusqu'à la destruction de notre ancien repère. La mort s'empara des parents, faisant des petits des orphelins. Clive, je t'en prie, châtie le responsable de ce drame. Fais en sorte que plus un seul enfant n'ait à vivre ce que Teto et Kuro ont survécu.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Ah, pas mal quand même.
You wish to study the tomes?
Personnage. Jill. Non, Talgor. Il s'agit en fait d'un loup des glaces, une créature rare et originaire d'une région située au nord de Valistea. Il dégage une grande quantité d'éther lorsqu'il change d'apparence pour se battre et prend ainsi des traits similaires à ceux d'un primordial. Mid Adol Telamon, la fille de Sid. Sid lui enseignait les rudiments de l'ingénierie depuis son plus jeune âge. Elle a très vite monté un talent exceptionnel dans son domaine. Elle étudie actuellement à l'université tout en développant diverses inventions pour venir en aide aux gens du repère. Doris, c'est la capitaine des lames de pierre. Cette pourvoyeuse née à Rosalia dirige aujourd'hui des troupes dont l'objectif principal est de secourir les pourvoyeurs. C'est une personne déterminée qui déteste les violences et les sanctions extrêmes et qui est capable d'une abnégation quasi totale. Elle a une confiance presque aveugle en Cole, son adjoint, qui l'accompagne dans bon nombre de leurs missions. Un partisan de Sid, il incarne parfois son alter ego, Ruz Nella Dalimil, une personne censée vivre dans le relais éponyme, mais ce qui a cessé toute communication depuis la mort de Sid. Bernard. Bernard est considéré comme plutôt des professionnels région, plus être rapide et efficace. Origine de Cressida, un village aujourd'hui abandonné, il vient tout juste de se marier. Avec qui? Bon, on a fait tout. Le Gris-le-Vent, le continent oriental de Valistea sur lequel se trouve uniquement le royaume de Valud. Plus petit que le père Ponant, il est tapissé de montagnes et cerclé de côtes escarpées. À cette géographie inhospitalière viennent s'ajouter les terres mortes qui engloutissent chaque jour un peu plus les rares étendues boiseuses, faisant du Gris-le-Vent une région hostile à la vie. Cressida, un village abandonné proche de l'auberge de Martha, au centre de la province impériale de Rosalia. Suite à l'annexion de Rosalia et l'avancée du fléau noir, les résidents ont dû le quitter pour fuir la pauvreté. Certains se sont installés près du hameau de l'auberge. Les ruines du village sont désormais occupées par des monstres et des brigands. Porche des Mots, l'ancienne capitale du Dominion du Cristal. Depuis son invasion par le Saint-Empire de Sambrec en 873, elle en héberge le gouvernement. Canver, la capitale des villes libres de Canver, située au sud-est de la République de Dameki. Fournissant de centres commerciaux, ces rues sont remplies des shops proposant des produits de toutes sortes. Les villes libres. Une état-cité dans le sud du Verponant, c'est à l'origine une zone marchande qui prospérait grâce aux échanges entre les autres villes. Les villes libres profitèrent des insurrections qui touchèrent la République d'Almeki pour prendre leur indépendance en l'an 857 du calendrier ponantin. Elles sont régies par un système parlementaire géré par les marchands. Les villes sont neutres et ne disposent donc pas d'armées, elles n'abritent pas non plus de cristomères. Monde et phénomène. La suppression de la marque, une intervention chirurgicale destinée à retirer la marque des pourvoyeurs. Toute tentative d'ablation du tatouage est très risquée car l'encre est composée d'un poison qui pourrait tuer le pourvoyeur en cas d'échec. Heureusement, Taria a fait appel à cet homme médecin pour élaborer une technique qui a déjà fait ses preuves. Il s'agit tout de même d'une opération minutieuse et extrêmement douloureuse malgré les analgésiques. C'est la raison pour laquelle les patients doivent faire preuve d'une motivation hors norme. Ce sont en général des combattants du repère ayant besoin de sortir pour remplir des missions dangereuses à l'extérieur. Oups. Loup des glaces, un loup particulièrement rare qui vit dans le nord de Valistea qui est aussi appelé Fenrir. Il dispose d'aptitudes physiques élevées et peut manipuler la magie. Dans la littérature classique, il accompagne la souveraine des glaces, qui serait en fait une Shiva, une primordiale dont seuls les habitants du nord peuvent être l'émissaire. L'astromancie, l'étude et l'interprétation divinatoire des mouvements stellaires. L'astromancie est l'apanage des savants chargés de conseiller l'empereur Sambrek sur les questions de gouvernance. Au sein de cette nation où pouvoir et piété sont étroitement liés, ces sages respectueux du dogme panthéiste de Saint Goéligor ont une influence certaine sur la politique de Sylvestre le Sage. Les derniers accordent en effet une grande importance à leurs oracles. Leineryar, navire de l'amiral de la flotte valodoise. Fleuron de la marine du royaume, il est avec la cavalerie l'un des deux pièces maîtresses de sa force militaire. Il permet de transporter des troupes galvanisées pour envahir les pays ennemis sous la protection d'Odin. L'herbe au dragon, la fleur, emblème du Saint-Empire de Sambrek, est resplendie d'un blanc immaculé. Et on a tout lu. Donc on va s'arrêter là maintenant. On va s'arrêter là, hop pouf, on va sauvegarder. Et du coup on va reprendre dimanche. On va, j'imagine, se débarrasser du Go Cube K pour de bon. Et peut-être du cristal aussi. Je sais pas si on va faire les deux en même temps. Sinon après il restera celui-là et celui-là. Je sais pas combien de temps il nous reste de jeu exactement. Il y a marqué combien de temps on a joué? Non, il n'y a pas. Bref, on verra. En tout cas, je vous souhaite à tous une bonne soirée et bonne nuit, bon appétit, je sais pas peut-être. Et on se retrouve dimanche pour la suite. Bye.